Welcome to the Daily Influence, where our mission is to deliver a daily dose of positive influence that can uplift you personally or be shared within your sphere of influence. While not every episode may directly apply to your unique circumstances, we strive to provide insights and inspiration relevant to most people's daily, weekly, and monthly lives. Whether you are tuning in during the morning, noon, or night, the Daily Influence is here for you. Listen, share, and embrace the power of influence in your life. Hey everybody, Brian Smith here with the I Am Team series and the Daily Influence. And today we're going to tackle humility. And humility is the ability to recognize one's self-worth without exaggeration or a need to be boastful. And sometimes that's really hard for leaders to recognize their self-worth without being built up and having it take over, having our egos get in the way. When our egos get in the way, it's really hard to lead teams. It's hard to be objective. It's hard to not get in the way of ourselves as leaders. And it's hard to allow others to do the job that they're supposed to do with what we've given them, delegated them to do, with allowing them to be that influence, that human that you want to take control of whatever area of influence you give as a leader or as a human for that matter. And so it's really difficult to be humble if you're in a leadership position. If you're not in a leadership position and you work for or around somebody who lacks humility, who isn't very humble, you know what I'm talking about. It's sometimes difficult to work under arrogant people. And our goal here is to balance that. Humility is due as humans because, well, quite frankly, for me, without everybody that's here around us in our organization, there is no organization. I don't care how smart I think I am, how good I think I am. I always remember, this is the humility, I always remember how important everybody else is. And I think that's really what needs to be understood. And as you develop as a person and as you become more experienced, more intelligent, more mature, oftentimes we can feel empowered with that growth. We can feel like we are better and we might be better. So yes, I am likely better than many of my peers at some of the things I do, but that doesn't give me the right to act like I'm better, to think that I'm more deserving of something, of more respect or of more gratitude or anything like that. Yes, I can charge more money, but that has nothing to do with humility and being humble. But how I treat people, the respect I give is going to get back to me in a much more positive way if I do it on a more even playing field, which requires some humility and being humble at times. As I walk through our company and I find myself in areas of influence with people who do different things for us, in the warehouse with the drivers in our trucks, when I'm in their area of influence, I take on an air of humility if I don't know the area I'm in. For example, when I'm in a truck or around some of our equipment, it's not my area of influence. And I defer leadership at those times to those people who are in their world, in their sphere of influence, where they know what they're doing. And I allow them to take charge and make sure that they share with me what's required. And if I do something wrong, they have the right to tell me that I do that wrong or that I'm doing something wrong. It's really important that leaders begin to develop environments where they understand what delegation really means. It's not just about task. It's not just about responsibility. It's about the leadership aspects within that area of influence and responsibility. And when we give that to them, we should empower them to be good about that. We should have some humility when we're around them, be humble around them in their areas of influence. And through that, we support them and empower them to be the best they can be. And we show others what it's like to be a servant leader, a humble leader with our teams. Takeaways: our egos can get in the way of showing humility. Being humble allows you to stay grounded while remaining mindful of your ego. Feel proud of yourself and your accomplishments. And when you become boastful and arrogant, though, check yourself. Make sure that that arrogance is not diminishing you as a positive leader, not diminishing you as a human, not diminishing you in your areas of influence. And if you feel that you have to be the smartest person in the room, try to do it without arrogance. Do it in an objective way. If you feel like you have something to contribute your intelligence, contribute what you have, but try to do it in a way like a mentor, but not as a braggart. And when you have humility, it does bring internal peace. The humbler you are, the more aligned with yourself, your internal self, you will be. And leaders can show humility by offering recognition by those who deserve it. If your team is performing well for your company, don't take that away from them. Give them that. Be humble behind their effort. Be humble behind what they do for you to make your company great, which when they make your company great, they make you great. So celebrate that. Allow them to celebrate that, and don't take that away from them. Having humility, being humble as a leader, is one of the most powerful tools you can have to inspire and to give positive influence to your teams. So be humble, be honest, support your teams, and go out there and be a positive influence. I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow as we dive into values. Have a great one.